You know, the amazing thing about half-ass beer review is sometimes you get to learn some stuff, depending on the name of the beer or the can art. You know, you just kind of start doing some research, or it lines up with like things you've been listening to or reading about. Cesar, yes, the Cesar. Two pretty cool accomplishments, actually more than that, but these two things kind of stood out to me, and I've just recently heard them. Number one, he got Cleopatra to roll herself up in a rug and be carried into his chambers, just so they could make babies. And they did. And then he proceeded not to care about the baby. That part is not the accomplishment. The second is he had Caesar's Cipher, Caesar's box, there's a few different names for it, but it's how he communicated with his generals during times of war, so that if his messages were intercepted, the enemy had zero idea of what was going on. Welcome everyone to another half-ass beer review. My name is Josh, and tonight we got a new beer. And this is a little different than what I'm used to, kind of, right? This is Cesar's Cipher, a hazy lager, 4.5% ABV, brewed and canned by Sketchbook Brewing Company, Skokie, Illinois. It also says Illuminated Brewworks on here, and I did actually look that up, which I kind of wish I would have. Beer tale. Cesar Cipher communicates its message of delicious and delightful beer by inverting everything you know about sessionable lagers. Brewed in collaboration with Illuminated Brewworks and using Omega's yeast newest application of CRISPR technology. CRISPR, what is this, Joe Rogan beer? Lunar Punch enhances the release of hop thoils, opening a bouquet of fruit characteristics rarely experienced previously in Nelson Sauvignon hops. Crack the code of Cesar Cipher and taste the secrets of what makes a truly great beer great. They're boasting about this one, and check out the can art, right? Almost like a dartboard, but it has that cipher on there. What Cesar Cipher was is basically he used the Greek alphabet, so 24 letters, and you'd write 12 and 12, and then for A it would be U or whatever it was. I don't even remember. Whatever one was right below A on the second line, he would use that one if he was going to use A, and vice versa. It was the first one of his time, not super smart, but if it's the first one, you're golden right there. Enough babbling about Cesar. Although Cesar is pretty interesting. We cracked it. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, see what it's got going on. Definitely light. Very light. A lot lighter than what you'd expect when you see hazy, but usually when I see hazy, I think of an IPA. I almost poured over, but I didn't. So you see, it's like almost like a shandy looking, super hazy. Can't see through it. A very white, pristine head on this beer. Yes, it smells IPA-ish. You know, those hops that they use, the Nelson Sauvignon hops are really shining through on this one. A lot of lagers, you really don't get hoppiness, and this has got light IPA light. There we go, IPA light. That's what this kind of smells like. But yeah, smells good. Head's dying down just a little bit. I'm going to take a drink. And as always, on Half-Assed Beer Review, I do little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. Crisp, very crisp, very refreshing. It's drinking like an all-day IPA, just like a sessionable IPA almost. It's got the hoppiness is very nice to this. Like, these hops are supposed to have like a white grape taste to them, and I'm not any professional. I'm trying to get that out of them, but I really can't. I just know it's hoppy. There's a little bit of bitterness there. I don't know if that has anything to do with like a dryness. I don't know if that could have anything to do with it. I'm just, half-assing this, right? One more drink, you're going to get a rating. Maybe that is there. Maybe that is there. It's different. And I don't know, maybe because all of the beer and like the bitterness that I'm having a hard time getting white grape out of it, but there is that flavor there that could be white grape. I don't really know. But what I do know is this is extremely crushable. Like I could down this, no problem whatsoever. It's crisp, it's super refreshing, it's got a nice hoppiness to it, very well balanced. It's got everything it says it's going to do, nothing overpowering, just a great flavor, great drinking beer. Kudos to Sketchbook Brewing Company and Illuminated Brewworks. It's actually my first time running into either one of these breweries, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. It's good stuff. For a rating for this beer, I'm going to rate this. I'm going to rate it a 4.8. This is very good. Very good. This should come in like a 12-pack. If this came in a 12-pack, you would be blowing through these things. You get done mowing the lawn, you get done planting your garden, you get done just doing anything outside, you get home from a long day of work, sit in a chair, drink a couple of these, especially if you had a bad day, turns things around. But now that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out another beer with me, a Hazy Lager. I don't think I've ever had a Hazy Lager before. But then again, I've drank a lot of beer, so maybe I just forgot. But now it's time for you to do the talking. What are you drinking? What kind of lagers do you like? Have you had a Hazy Lager? What's your favorite? Do you prefer an IPA? As far as I'm concerned, this is pretty darn close to a sessionable IPA. I mean, you can still tell it's a lager. It doesn't have that. I mean, the color, the feel, it's just a lager as compared to an IPA. Just saying. But let me know. And you can do that down in the comments. Let's start the conversation about beer. But until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.